Okay, good morning. Today is Saturday, November the 5th, 2022. This is the STARS monthly meeting, and this is Barry K6ST on Zoom. We're going to turn it over to Wes, who's at the Regional Training Center. Wes, go ahead and give the presentation and just say next slide. I'll go to the next slide. You ready?
Okay, yeah, next slide, please. Good job. If you can find the button. What? What's this?
Now we can't see it because your pictures are in the way.
I got you.
Let's start this. Let me start this again. Can you see that? Can you see the financials now?
That's good.
Yeah, we can see the finance. Oh, that's a new format. Okay, cool. That's good. Okay, this is well, this is what we got money in there, man. Operating account $10,176. PayPal $876. Savings is $7,485. Convention funds $15,900. What? Oh, self-insurance. My mistake. Self-insurance. $15,990. Convention fund 4,212. Donations 4,891. Amazon Smile 149.23. PayPal Giving Fund $71. STARS membership comes grant 4,671. Total amount $38,739 minus 5,392 for net monthly is for what? Okay.
Yes, we went down. We bought two more repeaters this month.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And they were $5,300 and change. The two of them.
Gotcha.
Prices are going up. Last time we bought two repeaters, they were like $4,900.
Yeah, they went up.
Yeah. Thanks.
Next. What's all that about now? It's like we got 422 members. ARRL members is 303, 71% of the club. New members past 60 days, 5. Volunteer examiners, 45. I don't know what the hell that thing is.
QR code.
QR code. You need it, stick it. Really? So,
It takes you to that address.
Oh, that's what it does. Okay.
I just brought it up.
Thank you.
We're using technology to help you guys. If you point your cameras at it from the room, you guys can get to it a little bit quicker rather than typing all that. So it kind of helps out with things like this.
We'll just grab yes, man. Next.
Yeah, I can't log in because it's on.
Okay, announcements, 2022 election results. Okay, the personnel that has been chosen for the 2-year stint of the board is John Byerly, N7RLJ, Crystal Rhodes, Alpha Juliet 6, Golf Charlie, and we got Brian Verhalen, Kilo Juliet 6, Echo Alpha Charlie. So congratulations.
I just want to make a comment in that, and that was there were 3 open slots. There were 3 people running, so there is no election. There's no voting to do because there's front. Is that correct, Tony?
That's it.
Yep, that's correct. So since we didn't have anybody to run against these guys and gals, they're automatically elected, and then we'll be meeting probably sometime in December to do what's called the organizational meeting, which will then, amongst the board of directors, will determine who's going to play which role in terms of president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. So stay tuned for that in December.
Right. Next.
Tony, do you want to? Maybe Tony will do this one.
Yeah. So one of the things, if you guys are hearing me, okay. One of the things I want to start kind of getting back into the rhythm now that COVID hopefully has subsided for the most part, is we have various different things that are, the club has done over the years. And one of the things that we want to start, building back up again is some of the, excuse me, some of the committees. Maybe I got COVID. Anyways, some of the committees that are, that need some help and or ones that we need to stand back up again that existed at one point in time or another. So one of the things I'm going to be start doing is probably in the next couple of weeks or so, I'll start announcing some dates that we're going to have what's called Volunteer Night or Volunteer Saturday to kind of go over some of the committees that exist and hopefully solicit the membership to volunteer and be part of some of these. Some of them are, not too intense, like field day is a once-a-year activity, but we need to get that committee, up and running so that way we can get all the logistics and, figure out who's going to do what for, the next year. The youth committees, really, outreaching to some of the youth groups, looking at some of the opportunities for us to, expose youth to amateur radio and help those that are in amateur radio today to, go further with what they want to do. This can include the colleges. The ARRL has done is really refocusing on the youth, especially the colleges, all the clubs that are, part of the campuses of some of these clubs across the country and really, trying to get them up and running. We have a lot of donations that have helped, fund some of those initiatives. So we see that as a definite opportunity. And then obviously the Nevada QSO Party, not too much with that, but there are 13 possible committees that we have. That also includes like the ham swap. We need a few people to help out with that. The website, PIO, et cetera, et cetera. So we got quite a few. So, definitely encourage members to, look at some of these once I get them published out to everybody and to, decide which one you can help out with. You don't have to attend all 13 of these things. We're just looking for one person, and maybe a couple people for some of these committees where some might have like 5 or 6, but, trying to, get things up and running and going once again. So anyways, remember, this is your club. So we need you to help out and volunteer in some of these different activities that we'll be doing over the next year, hopefully.
Thank you, Tony. And
I'm sorry.
Hold on one second, Wes. I just want to say thank you, Tony. This has been in the works. And the other thing is not everybody is always local all the time. So a lot of these things we can do behind the scenes on Zoom and Telegram and things. And then there's some things we do in person like recently. So fantastic. Yeah, go ahead, Wes, please.
You just said what I was going to say.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's more than one way to help when you can help, and there's many ways to help. Some percentage of our membership is not even in the Reno Basin, not even an hour drive away, and so different people can help in different ways. So it's fantastic. Thank you, Tony, and thank you, Wes. Okay. Anything else, Tony, on this? Or are we good?
No, we're good. I was just going to say I'm about 6 hours away ish, depending on.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah.
If those lights.
Yeah.
If those lights from Vegas to Reno get you there on time, yeah.
Well, that's not those lights. It's the lights that are usually on the highways that kind of delay you once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got anything else?
Okay.
Any other slides?
So I think we got it open for members. Let's start, Wes, and see if there's any hands up locally. If they are, could you ask the person to come to the front because we're not hearing fantastic unless they're close to the mic.
Right. Do we have anybody who wants to ask questions? Y'all pretty smart. Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Nothing here, Barry.
Apparently got nothing.
Okay, sounds good. Let me do it on the Zoom end. Let me turn on some magic here. So if anybody has a question, those that are in Zoom, just go ahead and open your mic and give your call sign. Okay, nothing. I will mention if you have questions during the month about anything about SNARS, or if you want to help or whatever, just send an email snars@snars.org. And everybody on the board gets a copy, and then Kim from membership and a few other people do. So we're all here to help any way we can. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think we're going to do this feature presentation in a minute, or in a few minutes. Today we have 3 little vignettes, maybe 10 or 15 minutes apiece, depending. Two of them from Pacificon. One of them is going to be from Chuck, WD6CHC. Is he there in your audience, Doug, today?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's here.
Good. So we'll get him in a minute, and he's going to do a recap. He was at the SNARS booth. We have a few pictures at the Pacificon, and he's going to share some of that. And then we have Tony W7XM, who's the vice director for ARRL, and he's going to share some things. Tony made you co-host if you want to show any pictures or not. And then myself, K6ST, and possibly Brian, KJ60AC, is going to do a little recap of what we did on Jamboree on the air. And this is all the same weekend, which was the weekend of Saturday the 15th of October. Also, if you have anybody that you'd like to speak or any topics, just get hold of me, k6st@arrl.net. We're always looking for people, and we have plenty of spots. So happy to see what we can do. Okay, I think we've got one or two more slides here. Go ahead there, Wes.
Oh, see something new. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tony. Where we at here? Yeah, we got DX Engineering here. That's just signed up with us to advertise. Dan, can't think of his last name now, but his call sign WB7OXP. He talked to me. I asked him, I asked Tony, and apparently it worked out, and we got DX Engineering in there, along with Hammond Hi-Fi and Chameleon. So, you know, it's a good thing. Advertising's good. And the guy, Dan, if you ever go to Summit, pick up something, you got a problem, ask for Dan. He'll come over and help you out. He's not on site, he's across the street. So, but if you got a problem with what's going on there, ask for Dan. Okay, outside of that, let's move on. Okay, radioactivity, get on the air. SNARS Digital Night, you know, that's Tuesday, 8 o'clock p.m. And of course, as you can see, it's got the groups right there. DMR 31328, Wires Extreme 85705, and of course, Local Peak 146610, actually. EG Group 28.
And I'll just note really quickly that Wires X is brand new. So
yeah, I noticed that. Yeah,
we just stood that up about a couple months ago. So I've been kind of testing it. So if you're out and about somewhere and you know you have access to a Wires X node of some sort, or if you want to turn your radios into PDN nodes, you can use that. Or if you have a repeater that's local to you for whatever reason, you know, dial it up, and we're where we are. It's all linked together.
Gotcha. Right on. Thank you, Tony. Of course, you got started doing that. Managed by yours truly. Anyway, and that's on the SNARS linked analog repeaters. And from what I understand, we're going to have some new repeaters coming up. Thanks to John and Pat. And Pat, that's right. Thank you. And Pat, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Huh? So anyway, there you go.
So I'm over here.
He's over here, yeah. I got I won't go there.
Right?
Yeah.
Are those new repeaters replacing old ones? Or
Yes,
oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, they are. Well, you're gonna notice the difference in these. Let me tell you right now.
You'll get
You're
those.
gonna have to turn the volume down. What's that?
They're 70.
Yeah.
Serious.
Serious. Let's see. I think Virginia Peak, Toulon, and Peavine.
And the link radio.
And the link radio, right? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So that's gonna be fun when I get it up there. You have to get it up there quick enough.
Hurry up.
So that's just me. Gonna get going. So. Anyway, yeah. And thank you guys for listening in on our net. Appreciate it. Anytime you guys got questions, just ask. We don't have an answer, we will find you an answer somewhere. We know somebody who's got that answer. Most times. Might be in another country, but we know who they are. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of it. Okay, so whoever, take over, Tony.
Okay, I'm just going to stop the recording. So this completes the business meeting for November 5th, 2022 for SNARS.